President Donald Trump under fire from both sides of the aisle and some members of the media after tweeting a doctored pro wrestling video of himself. He's pretending to pummel the head of the WWE, whose head was replaced by a CNN logo. CNN responded by saying, quote, "It's a sad day when the President of the United States encourages violence against reporters. Supporters of the president insist he's merely defending himself from unfair news coverage." Hey, very good Monday morning, everyone, and thank you so much for waking up with the Valley today. I'm Kyle Bosch. Lisa Bedeau has the morning off. We're just getting started with nonstop news and weather all the way up to the top of the hour, and we do start with breaking news for you this morning. The Minnesota State Patrol is investigating the cause of a semi-crash early this morning that will involve some heavy-duty cleanup. Troopers were called to I-94 just east of Sabin in Clay County right around 3 a.m. after a semi-driver lost part of his load of steel beams, which ended up in the ditch. There was no word yet if anyone was hurt in that crash. Well, also breaking for you this morning, a Richland County man is now in a Fargo hospital after a late-night rollover. It happened near Winemere just before midnight. The Richland County Sheriff's Office says 55-year-old James Huseth of Walcott was headed on Highway 18 when his vehicle went off the road, hit a ditch, then drove over an approach and rolled. Huseth was taken to Essentia Health in Fargo, but his condition is not known yet this morning. Richland County deputies also investigating a crash that left a teenage boy hurt. They say that 15-year-old Jeff Foley of Colfax lost control of his vehicle Saturday night on a county road and ended up in a ditch. He was taken to a Fargo hospital where he was treated and released. Developing for you this morning, the Clay County Sheriff's Office says more information should be released later today after a plane crash last night just outside of Moorhead. Check out this video. The plane was a small two-seater personal vintage aircraft, but only the pilot was on board at the time, and their condition isn't being released until family can be notified. The plane was leaking fuel when emergency crews arrived, but firefighters were able to contain any potential hazard. The FAA has been called in to investigate. Well, coming up on 6:51, time to get a look at weather on the ones this morning with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good morning. We've got a few showers to contend with as we wake up this morning. We've got a few places where we're getting a steady rain moving into the Red Lake area, and then some other spotty showers rolling right through Detroit Lakes right now. Fargo Moorhead, we saw a couple of sprinkles just a few moments ago, maybe even still in the southern end of the metro, and then some places in eastern North Dakota also where we're just getting some very light rain. Jamestown, you're about to see some of that move through for you. And of course, that's all underneath some clouds that are moving through the valley this morning. So not the perfect way to start off the day, but at least it's light and it's not going to last all day long. We're also seeing temperatures in the 50s to some 60s on our map here. 60 degrees in Fargo and 57 in Grand Forks. So not too cool. Nice, pleasant start to the morning. Visibility great in most places except for Baudette. We have some issues with fog there that will hopefully be improving now that the sun is up. And wind speeds that are light, less than 10 miles per hour out of the east or southeast for this morning, eventually becoming southerly later today. And that'll help to bring in warmer temperatures than we saw yesterday. Some mid-70s in the east all the way up to the mid-80s in places like southeastern North Dakota, and partly cloudy skies too. So this disturbance will move on, and I think we'll stay on the dry side into the afternoon, though can't rule out maybe one or two still remnant showers out there, but bottom line, it'll be improving. Into the 4th, we're looking pretty warm. Temperatures into the 80s by 5 o'clock, some mid to even upper 80s in parts of eastern North Dakota. There is that chance, that slight chance for a shower or a thunder shower popping up, and I actually think we're going to see that more likely into the North Dakota side of the Red River for the 4th in the evening hours, and hopefully it'll be passing, but some of those could at one time or another quickly flare up to perhaps strong to severe limits for the day tomorrow. So definitely want to be weather aware into the evening hours if you're going to be outside for the evening. Now, checking out the rest of the 7-day planner, we're looking at some numbers that are going to be really quite warm for the rest of the week. 80s to some low 90s ahead. So definitely getting into the heart of summer, and now feeling like we are also in the heart of summer now.
That's good news for all those people that have have the long weekend that they're enjoying, for sure.
Exactly.
Well, we are following a developing story out of Becker County this morning. A couple of teenagers are in a Twin Cities hospital with injuries after a weekend ATV crash. It happened yesterday morning near Bass Lake. Sheriff's officials say that 5 kids ages 8 to 14 were on a side-by-side ATV when the driver lost control and rolled that vehicle. A 14-year-old boy who was driving and a 13-year-old girl both had to be airlifted to North Memorial Medical Center in the Twin Cities. The 3 other kids had only minor injuries. Sheriff's officials say none of the children were wearing helmets or seatbelts. New for you this morning, a 29-year-old Grand Forks man is now facing charges after a rollover crash in the Northern Valley over the weekend. It happened around 8:30 Saturday night on County Road 4, just outside of Grand Forks. Officers say that a driver was going too fast and lost control of his vehicle and ended up rolling several times into a ditch. Marquez Burns was first taken to the hospital for his injuries, then later arrested for driving under the influence and driving with a suspended license. Well, developing for you this morning, police are waiting for a positive identification on a body that was found in the Red River over the weekend. It was found Saturday night underneath Veterans Memorial Bridge between Fargo and Moorhead and has since been sent to Grand Forks for identification. Now, some people are speculating that the body is MSUM swim instructor Fanul Azrat, who's been missing since Thursday after he went swimming in the river. Police say that they should know for sure who the person is within the next few days. New for you this morning, the North Dakota Highway Patrol has identified a North Dakota man who died after being hit by a train during a weekend parade. It all happened Saturday morning in Dickinson. 64-year-old Michael Thorstad of Dickinson walked out in front of that train and was pronounced dead at the scene. The Highway Patrol is still investigating exactly why the accident happened. Well, you may have noticed this in Minnesota over the weekend, a brand new era for the liquor business. After more than 100 years and plenty of debate at the state legislature, liquor stores now have the option of opening on Sundays. The new rules kicked in yesterday, and among the shops trying to cash in on the extra day of sales, 99 Bottles in Moorhead and Trax Liquors in Dilworth. State rules say that stores can be open from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. on Sundays, though cities do have the right to limit those hours further if they would like. Some liquor stores are also choosing to stay closed on Sunday. Well, in our consumer alert this morning, thousands of light fixtures sold at Home Depot stores and online at homedepot.com are under recall for cut and burn hazards. The recall involves 64,000 Home Decorators Collection 3 and 4 light vanity fixtures. There have been more than 100 reports of the shades on them falling off. That includes reports of people getting cut on the head, arm, and leg, and one report of a burn. Now, Home Depot says the fixtures were sold from December of 2014 until March of this year. If you have one, you can call the company who made them at 1-800-388-6141 for details on getting a free replacement shade. It's a chance for the whole family to enjoy a day full of fun at Bonanzaville tomorrow as they celebrate an old-fashioned 4th of July, showing us just a taste of the activities that you can find is the Valley Today's Christy Larson, who joins us live in West Fargo this morning. Hi, Christy.
Yeah, good morning, Kyle. You know, we just got to see Lime Tree Circus, and now we're inside where they have some new exhibits up. And I think, Missy, that's what's so great is you guys always have new things, and that's what they're going to get to see tomorrow. It's not just fireworks, but a lot of the stuff you have right here at Bonanzaville.
Absolutely. We have a brand new exhibit that NDSU helped us put into place, Uncovering Vice, which is amazing, not for the younger children, of course, but lots of good historical features there in terms of downtown Fargo.
And you actually, too, there's a play going on here.
There is a play, yes. It's called No Backseat Driver, and Dr. Charles Barber actually directs this play, and it revolves around William Langer and the love of his life, Lydia. It is a musical. It's more of a love story, but there's a lot of humor in it as well, so very, very enjoyable.
And that tomorrow is going to be free for people who pay that admission to come in and enjoy everything else you guys have.
It is, so come out. This will happen right after the parade. Parade is at 2, and then the play will commence immediately after that.
And again, there's going to be face painting, bouncy houses. There's going to be the circus act that's walking around. I mean, there's kind of an endless list of things to do. And then tomorrow night, 32 below.
Yes, 32 below. We're so excited to kind of move in a different direction this year and be able to have some live entertainment. We will have lots of food out here as during the day and at night as well. A full bar, so it's going to be a really good time. Come out and hang out with us.
And ending with a bang, of course, fireworks at 10 p.m. and people are going to be excited to see that. So again, Kyle, it all kicks off at 10 a.m. and as you saw this morning, there's plenty of activities for the whole family to enjoy here.
Always a fun time out of Bonanzaville, USA. Christy Larson reporting live for us. Thanks, Christy. An eagle has flown back home for the 4th of July. This is pretty cool. Former NDSU and current Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz visited his home parish of Evangel Assembly of God in Bismarck yesterday to give a speech about living every day like you're on a mission trip. Wentz talked about the role that God has played in his life and how people are saved to do good works. All right, let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. According to a new survey, this would be the #1 thing that people would want to be stranded on a desert island with. The answer, their pet. You can take part in our question of the morning by heading to our Valley News Live Facebook page and joining the conversation. Some rain showers maybe kind of making their way through parts of the valley right now, Lisa?
Yes, we do have just a couple. It's not going to last all day long, but this morning watch out for those rain showers. Maybe you have to work today. You'll definitely want to get those windshield wipers going on your way into work. And if you're out at the lake waiting for it to improve, it will. Into the afternoon hours, we'll start to see things clear out, especially even early afternoon. And temperatures in the 50s and 60s right now. And check out the afternoon numbers, 70s to mid 80s.
The Today Show on CBS This Morning just about to get started, but the Valley Today rolls on right